Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about it feels like a friendship, but it could also be a family situation. But we've got the Five of Lightning or Five of Swords in the reverse with the Queen of Potions or Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pumpkins or the Queen of Pentacles. I know that's a lot. In the reverse. So Five of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is some nasty energy, okay? This is like the revenge tour. I'm going to sit and smile at you sweetly and let you think that everything is fine. And I'm going to wait for the right moment, and then I'm going to attack, and everything is going to be awful. So this is kind of reminding me of the energy from Memoirs of a Geisha. Not really a fan of spoilers, so all I'll say is there is a friendship that ends up being pretty questionable in that book or movie. But let's call in Spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Johnny. How's it going? Oh, well, don't miss that one. That one was it was spicy. If you'd like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box below if I said that too fast. And underneath the email address, you can also find additional information on my memberships. There's 3 different tiers. Super big thank you to all of those that are already members. Hello, April. How are you doing? We're going to start off with the Miracle Tarot and see what it feels to me like a friendship or a close companionship that has fallen into pretty bad energy. Jealousy, pettiness, trying to make the other person look as bad as possible. Dang it. I can't even get past the first card pull without dropping some. All right. Wow. I'm going to tell all your dirty secrets. That's what this person's saying. You just wait. I've been waiting until the right moment. I've been hiding how I really feel about you. I've been pretending everything is fine. And then now that you're not worried, now I'm going to tell everybody what happened. So Queen of Wands in the reverse, this feels to me like whatever I have to do, I don't care. I just want to make sure that you feel the sting of it. I want to make sure that you're upset. But it has to do with truth. I know you wanted to keep this secret. I know you didn't want anybody to know. So I'm going to wheat paste it all over the neighborhood and make sure that everybody knows. Just because I know that would irritate you and make sure you have a bad day. This is very petty. 10 of Wands. Death in the reverse. And I'm not going to stop. This isn't just I have made some plans because I don't like you as a human and I did X, Y, Z. You'll get them delivered over the next week and then I can sit back and be like, well, that was fun. Now what should I do? No, this is somebody who's like, I'm not done yet. I got other things I'm going to do. I want to make sure that you're nervous about it. This is giving Barney in How I Met Your Mother. I can't remember. I'm worried I'm going to get this wrong. I feel like it was Barney lost the bet and therefore Marshall for up to a year had an epic slap that he could give to Barney at any moment. And he wanted Barney to live in fear. That's what this is. This is all those secrets you told me? I got them written down. I recorded you when you told them to me. And I'm going to release them. It's going to be great. This is real vindictive. Today's been interesting readings, guys. 9 of Wands, the 4 of Swords in the reverse, and the 6 of Wands. This person who wants to spread the truth or call somebody out for their secrets, they have proof. I don't think they're lying. I think they have pictures or audio or something. But it's like, I'm going to make sure everybody knows who you are. Like they're not joking. Not even a little bit. Hello, Christina. What's going on? Hello, Rachel. Hey, Laura. It's true. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse or the Ace of Rings in the reverse. Knight of Cups and Justice. So I think in the title I said something about collateral damage. This person knows there's going to be other people that get in trouble or other people that get dragged into this argument or this, scene, but they're okay with that. I know there's going to be a cost. I know there's going to be people who don't like me anymore. Who cares? Maybe this is Teresa Giudice right before she flipped the table. She was the one that did that, right? I think so. This is somebody who is literally, this is what I keep seeing. Like somebody oh, I'm so excited. This is going to be great. Like they're about to throw hands, but with secrets. Little darts, but it's, telling everybody who you really are and showing them the receipts that you have. The focus for this person is, I want you to lose it. I want you to feel like everything is over. This is serious. This is not just I can't believe you called me that name. No, this is you will rue the day that you messed with me. They're livid. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that. This is What's the News. We've got the penny pinching card, karmics, and heart to heart. I feel like this is not about money, but the saving up. It's I'm going to hold back, not let somebody know what I think about them. And we're going to have all these conversations, these heart to hearts, and you're going to tell me things that I can use against you. So was it malicious from the very beginning? Would be my question. I told you, they are telling all their secrets. I know everything. And I'm going to make you cry uncle. Brick wall. This is all a reaction or a defense. I've got information. You try to make it difficult for people to get that information. So I found a way to get it. Lord. All right. This is the Egyptian Tarot. What else do we have? Thank you, Rachel. Seven of Cups. Emperor in the reverse. Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I'm going to tell everyone the truth, and I know that this truth is going to cause you damage. I know it's going to ruin your business, or I know your family is going to be mad at you because you've created this illusion. You've been keeping secrets. You didn't want anybody to know what the truth was, and you felt like you had control over it, but I'm going to show you that you didn't have any control. This person is she's a little scary. Six of Cups, Moon in the reverse, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this person made friends with this individual just to create instability for them. This is like, I know that you're the reason my ex broke up with me because they chose you instead. So I'm going to make friends with you just so that I can figure out how to ruin things. Devious. It's very, what was that show? It was like the next round of Desperate Housewives. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Was it Why Women Kill? Something like that. But it had the chick from Once Upon a Time, Jennifer Goodwin, befriending her rival. I think we've got somebody who befriended a person with the specific intent of, I'm going to get some information and then I'm going to make you look bad. So this could even be like an undercover reporter type thing. Wow. Hierophant, King of Swords in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles. I lied and pretended that I was a big fan of yours. Lied and told you that I respected things that you had to say, or that I felt like your beliefs were, spot on, wanted to be, like best friends. Two peas in a pod. But this person's lying about it. Oh, thank you, Laura. You're so sweet to me. This is saying, you know what? I want to be a part of your group. So I'm going to lie and say that I believe whatever you believe. But really, I want to get information. Death, Two of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Swords. But we have reached the point where, I didn't know there was a card underneath it. Now we've reached the point where somebody feels like they can remove the mask. Now they're looking to judge someone. Now they're like, okay, so I'm not going to pretend to be your bestie anymore. I'm not going to pretend that I think you're right. I'm going to show you what I was really doing. I'm going to show you the trick I played on you. I'm going to show you how I did this magic. Okay, so I'm going to like not be able to give you all the details on this, but didn't Joaquin Phoenix do some major, like everybody thinks I'm crazy for like a year, and then he was just like it was all a joke? Please, somebody in the live chat know what I'm talking about. Hello, Pharaoh, how are you doing? But dude pulled off like a major prank, trick, fooled everybody kind of thing. I just can't remember the details of it. Sorry, guys. But you have the interwebs, right? So this is the Morgan Greer. Let's see what else we've got. Justice in the reverse, King of Wands or King of Rods, and the Seven of Wands. I joined or pretended that I was part of your group, pretended I was part of your fan club, or thought that, everything you did was amazing, just so that I could get that proximity. And when I got that proximity, I was able to see what was really going on. It gave me the information that I needed to be able to set things right. So there's an ending or there's a transformation, a transition. And this person feels like by getting this information and calling this person out, now they can get what they want. So this could be somebody who's like, hey, how do I say this? You, I think we might have a little bit of a revenge vendetta from somebody who felt ostracized from a group or rejected by a person romantically. This is like, you all thought this person was great. Let me show you how great he is. Let me show you how great she is. This person's not who you think they are. And they're like taking a lot of joy in the fact that they're able to expose this friend or ex-friend. Ooh, Five of Swords just fell out. This is about sabotage. Winning at all costs. Doing a little bit of damage so that you can figure out exactly how to make things better. Because now we have a person that was maybe a little bit too self-important. Maybe they felt like they were smarter than they actually were, or more effective. I don't know. Kind of gives like a little bit of an ego, right? With the Emperor being in the reverse twice. Somebody got close to this individual just so that they could get the information and then make them look stupid. Sorry. That's what they're saying. Empress in the reverse. Devil in the reverse. And the Hanged Man in the reverse. Because you wouldn't change your mind, because you wouldn't accept the situation or like see who you were dealing with, see who you promoted, or see who you chose to date instead of me. I figured I would just get all this information for you and lay it out in a nice little story for you. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. So I figured I could just get some information that I wouldn't be able to get if I wasn't close to you, but I could like pretend to be your friend, right? And then I'll show everybody what you're really about. This is a very much so revenge focused. And I don't know that they, like, I feel like this person's very methodical. They knew what they were looking for. They've been talking to a number of different people, you know? Oh, well, it's okay. I got to confirm that because I talked to your, cousin Betty. They've been talking up a lot of people. They got the access they wanted by pretending to be someone they're not. They're karmic. This is somebody who just wants to cause chaos. Oh my gosh. Oh, really? This is someone realizing, oh, you were just pretending to be my friend, or you were just pretending to date me. We've got the Today card. And now all of a sudden everything's turned toxic and all you want to do is like chase me. You want to like, trying to make sure I don't choose the wrong words here. I'm going to make you regret the day you met me. This is what they're saying. Like, I'm going to make you so mad. This is the Path of Shadows. Toad, personal growth, transformation, letting go. Fox, enigma, adaptability, shape-shifting. So I was shape-shifting. I was a bit of a chameleon. I got access into your inner circle. I talked to you. I talked to your family. I talked to your best friend. Whatever it was, I got all the information that I needed. And now that I have all this information, I can go back to who I really was, show you who I really am, And also tell everybody all this information that I got. Cauldron, intention, alchemy, manifestation, and mirror, self-examination, understanding, and acceptance. Some people feel like they are absolutely protected, insulated from potential issues or tricks like this. But the ego got in the way. Whoever this person was targeting, they're like, man, all I have to do is tell you that I love you, or I think you're like brilliant, or I think you're the hottest person ever, or I think that book you wrote was phenomenal, or I think that painting you did was exceptional, or everybody is in love with you. I know how to make you feel like I'm one of your inner circle without actually being one of them, because I just want to get some information on you. I just want to, like, I don't know, maybe this is about blackmail. But I think this is more like, I'm going to let everybody know what's going on. And you're going to be so bummed because you didn't think anybody would have access to this information, and now everyone's going to have access to this information. Yeah, right? What else do we have? This is the Cats Rule the Earth. Two of Swords. Eight of Cups in the reverse. King of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Three of Wands. You have a choice before I walk away to pay me money, or I'm going to tell everybody what you did. This feels to me like blackmail. Five of Wands in the reverse, and there's no recourse. You can try to look for a way to not have to deal with me, but I have the information and I can make you look bad. Nine of Pentacles. I feel this is somebody who knew that something was wrong and they followed their intuition. They, like I said, they befriended somebody, they got all this information, and now it's like, look, this information is going to come out anyways, but like, if you want to like hide some of it, if you want to like deal with this, then pay me this. Seven of Swords. Tower in the reverse. But the information that I have, the things I'm going to tell everybody, it's going to make it very clear that you were misrepresenting yourself, and now everybody's going to know that. Everyone's going to see who you really are. Hey, Christina. Well, you got protection, right? Oh, man. Hey, Voyager. Hey, Upper Echelon. How's it going? Knight of Swords. Page of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who feels like they did not get what they paid for. They did not get what they asked for. They did not get what they should have gotten. So now I'm going to tell everybody what you did. Now I'm going to tell everybody what happened. There's a loss here. It's part of the reason this person's so mad, or maybe the entire reason this person's so mad. There is some truth here that has been already quite difficult for the person who was looking for the secrets, right? They were so comfortable playing the long game. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care what I have to set up in advance. I don't care. I will find a way. Very Count of Monte Cristo. Like, if it takes 10 years, it takes 10 years. But I'm going to get my revenge. I'm going to get what I want. What did they do to you? Eight of Swords. Ace of Cups. High Priestess in the reverse. Kill them with kindness. They were so eager to hear my compliments or enjoy whatever debauchery or fun that they didn't realize I was slowly laying a trap. Because we've got yarn down there, and I don't think that's a mistake. They saw the smile on my face, and it was enough for them to assume that I could never have anything other than the best of intentions. It's like, wow, a little bit maniacal. This is the Tarot Familiars. I'm doing well. How are you? Four of Cups in the reverse. Magician. Three of Wands. The Fool, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. This feels like I'm going to keep things kind of surface level, but show excitement or interest. Make it seem like I feel almost like make you feel like I look up to you or like you're my role model or something. But I'm not going to tell you what I'm planning, or that I'm waiting for something to come through. Something about duplicating. I feel like the Emperor in the reverse gets bored very easily. And the Queen of Pentacles. I love this Queen of Pentacles card. I feel like it really does express the idea of when you're comfortable with somebody or you know you can rely on somebody, it's this like coziness, right? Hello, Cher Bear. How are you doing? This feels to me like somebody lulled this Emperor in the reverse into a false sense of security. Hey, we're best friends. Hey, we're, gonna have the best business ever, or maybe even this was a romantic connection, but I'm just trying to get you to feel comfortable with me because I'm going to get some information from you and then I'm going to cause some problems. Like I'm going to show everybody the documents I found or send or post the video to my social media. This is like, how can I make sure truth gets out to a lot of people? Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Death card in the reverse. Okay, so if you have ever watched Archer, there's an episode where I believe, oh my gosh, I think this is a blackmail situation too. Or what do they call it when they hack into your systems as a business? And then, I think it's still just blackmail, right? There was a pirating of their data at, I don't want to say the name, but at the place where Archer worked. And all day their computers were repeating the same annoying little clip, right? That's what I'm hearing. It's like there's this repeating, obnoxious, like, I stole your data, you can't get into your computers, nanner, nanner, nanner. With the death in the reverse, it's like, I'm going to make sure everybody hears what you did, and it's going to be played on a loop, and nobody can stop it. What is this? But it has to do with somebody's regret in the past. You shouldn't have done that, and you know it, so I'm going to make sure everybody... This is very Black Mirror, just going to say. Hello, Carrie. How's it going? All right, let's get a few from... We need the Kipper. You know, there's some possibility here that there's going to be, like, I don't know, legal consequences? We shall see. Wealthy man in the reverse. Courthouse in the reverse. Coffin. This feels like a fall guy or a person that you blame. I guess you could call it a scapegoat. Let's make somebody else look responsible for something. And then that'll make it easier to get what we want. I think we have an investigation that could be undercover, or we have somebody who literally has like the biggest grudge ever against a former friend or even like a former flame, and they had like big plans. Like, this is, I will spend years doing this. They don't care. This is going to have some sort of legal consequence. Lovers in the reverse. Distant horizons. Despair in the reverse. Yeah, this is, I'm going to make sure that people near and far find out what choices you made, because you thought for now or up until now that you've been able to keep everything secret. You didn't feel like anything would like actually cause any problems for you. But with despair in the reverse, this is like, my goal or what would make me happy is if you had to answer for those things that you felt like you got away with. I'm going to expose these secrets so that other people know what you really did. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to sage my place. And I love you all. Thank you again, Laura. And thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes. And thank you to the members. I hope to see you on the next reading.